Good afternoon, 8th graders. So we are going to be on page 31 of your book. So go ahead and turn to page 31. And then I want you guys to do what it says at the top here. It says, scan the lesson, predict two things you will learn about the laws of exponents. So that's going to be the next 4 pages. So go ahead and flip through those, pause here, and predict two things you will learn about this lesson. Okay, so you should put something there. Now to introduce this idea of the law of exponents, we're going to look at this Marine Club at the Westview Middle School. So they got an aquarium. I kind of drew this aquarium to the right. It looks like a cube, and each side of the cube is 2 to the 4th inches. So I put the dimensions there. Now it asks us to find, well, to write a multiplication expression that represents the volume. Now if we remember to find volume of a cube, we find the area of the base and we multiply by the height. So to find the area of that base, it would be 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 4th, and then we multiply that by the height, which is also 2 to the 4th. So this multiplication expression represents the volume of this aquarium. Now, we want to simplify this using our exponent rules for if there's the same base being multiplied, you add all those exponents. So we add 4, 4, and 4. When we do that, we get 2 to the 12th. Okay, now we're going to do it a different way. So see how I put the 7 times 7 times 7 times 7? If we were to write this using exponents, it would be 7 cubed, right? We can do the same thing with a power. So if it's the same exact power with the same exact exponent and base, you can write it using an exponent. So we could write 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 4th using parentheses like this. So 2 to the 4th to the 3rd exponent. Now for number 4, I already talked about that, why 2 to the 4th equals 12. But if you noticed, all we did here really is multiplied 4 times 3, right? That also got us 2 to the 12th. So that's going to be our law of exponents. Let's go and turn to the next page, and we'll make it specific. So it says anytime you have a power that's to another power, you just multiply the exponents. It has to be in parentheses, though. So look at 5 squared, and you put parentheses, and there's a 3 there. You're going to multiply that. Now, if you look down here, it will show you why. So 6 to the 4th with 5 exponent. That means we're multiplying 6 to the 4th 5 times. So over here we wrote it down 5 times. Using our law of exponents, we would have added all of those 4's, which gets us 20. But also 5 times 4 equals 20, right? So because we know this is true, now we can just do the shortcut. We don't have to write out all of these 6 to the 4th exponents. Now we know, okay, if that 5 is on there as an exponent on a power, I just multiply them. So look at example 1 here. All we did was multiply 8 to the 4th with an exponent of 3. Just multiplied 4 and 3, and that got us 12. Same thing on 2. Even though the base was a variable, it still works. So we have 7k to the 7th, exponent of 5, multiply those together. So for this one, we have an exponent on a power, so we just multiply it 2 to the 10th. B, w 4th to the 6th, so we just multiply it, w to the 24th. Now this one, you start on the inside. So start with 3 squared to the 3rd. We multiply that, and then we can write out what it looks like after, and we multiply again, 3 to the 12th. Okay. Now we're going to get a little bit more complicated. So instead, we're going to have more than one base in a way. Like there's going to be more inside this parentheses. So 3a squared to the 5th exponent. So you would think about this as 3a squared multiplied 5 times. So that's what we have it over here is 5 factors. Now they rearranged it to put all the 3's together and all the a's together. But if you notice, all they did was multiply each of those exponents. So you would think about there being a 1 there by the exponent that was on the outside. So 3 to the first times the 5 would get you 3 to the fifth. A squared with the fifth exponent gets you a to the 10th. And then you do need to do the math for 3 to the fifth. So you would just multiply 3 5 times in your calculators. And you can look at examples 3 and 4. It kind of goes through it as well. I do want to point out that this guy right here stayed negative because you had 5 negative signs. If it had been negative 2 to the fourth instead, it would have been a positive 16 because there's 4 negative signs when you're multiplying. Okay, let's do these examples. All right, so D. So if you want to, you can write it out step by step. So this would mean 8 squared because we take that, we multiply it there. But then we also have to do it with the 9. So b to the 18th. Now we do need to do 8 squared. We can get that value. So 64 b to the 18th. Here we do the same thing. Okay, to the 6th. Then we take it to the 5. We take it to the 11. And then 36 times 36, or 6 to the fourth exponent, gets us 1,296. And these just come down. Okay, so go ahead and do F. That's going to be your lesson check. It's kind of challenging, but you guys are smart. You can do it. And we'll go over it some more in class. All right, see you guys later.